What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to try out some Visions of Mana and see how that game runs on here. Now, we should be able to get playable FPS on here. Now, the question is it going to look horrible? Well, everything looks horrible at 720p on this big-ass TV, but I don't think it would look too bad on something realistic that this computer would be hooked up to, if that makes sense. I feel like most people that buy something like this are going to be having it hooked up to like a 720p screen or a 1080p screen, something like that. But 4K, a little too much for it. 1440p, definitely too much too. Even 1080p tends to be a little too much for this thing most of the time. And the Steam Deck and the Ally X both had issues hitting 60, so I'm not even expecting to hit 60 everywhere on this either. I just like 30 plus everywhere on something like this. I'll be happy, especially if I don't have to put it into potato mode and be like, all right, 720p, everything on low, FSR performance, and then it looks worse than the 360 game. I mean, I'm probably being a little disingenuous there, but I mean, it's probably not too far off. Some 360 games and PS3 games actually looks pretty damn good. But anyway, why don't we stop blabbing and why don't we get ourselves into the game and let's see how it runs. So just like on the Ally X, we're gonna do ourselves a little 1080p to start with, without FSR's help. And we're gonna do high. And then we can't do 900p like I usually do, so we'll have to go right to 720p after this, but in any case, let's get into the game. Well, I was worried about this. It looks like we don't have enough VRAM for this game at 1080p high. Heck, we might not even have enough at 720p low. Yes. So I've noticed when this happens, I think these stutters are probably it caching it to the SSD. That's just my guess. I could be extremely wrong about that, but that's just what I've been assuming this whole time. Because yeah, as soon as we get back to the actual game, we're right back up to the limit. Seems like it handles 30 FPS sort of okay when you get stuck in a cutscene, but the whole game is not a cutscene, so that doesn't help us out too much. Now, I don't think this would be an issue if I could just get the damn system to use the 8 gigs I set for the VRAM limit. I figure with 32 gigs of RAM, that's plenty. But obviously something thinks not, because I'm still limited to 4. I feel like I'm a broken record saying that over and over again, but I don't understand why it's stuck like that. Alright, now we're in the charred passage. Alright though, let's go tone it down to 720p and see if that helps. Alright, here's the 720p settings. There's not too many really here to go over, but we're still not using FSR. I mean, even if we did, from my knowledge and experience, I think it actually uses more VRAM because it has to do a bunch of extra nonsense, you know, to do the upscaling and stuff. I could be wrong about that, but I could have sworn I've seen that. But maybe it's been a placebo all along. Anyway, let's get into the game. Well, here we go. We're in the game, and unfortunately, it still looks like we are at 3.9. Now, maybe that's because of the recording or something, and maybe it could sneak by just barely without the recording, but I don't think so. Especially because it's probably harder to run places than this, where it'll keep doing that stutter nonsense crap. It doesn't seem to have an issue all the time, though. Like, look at this. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. We're right back to stutters. Oh, it's rabbits. Alright, so yeah, basically don't get your ass kicked. And I can escape, which that happened to me once by accident, where I probably would have beat this thing and then almost beat it again, and then it put me to sleep and killed me. Because if you only got one party member, nobody can make you not sleep, so you lose instantly. So I gotta be very careful about sleep until I get more than one party member. Alright, well, I guess we got a Rabite crystal. We'll have to figure out what we can do with that. Alright, let's go fight these, and then I think we'll move on to camera. Alright, let's get a little camera recorded gameplay, and unfortunately I think this game is just a little too much for this thing. You wouldn't think it by looking at it, but I think it needs more than 4 gigs of VRAM, and we just don't got that right now. Even though we should be able to, something is preventing it. I'm still trying to figure that out. But the longer time goes on, the more I want to just make myself a freaking computer. So I think I'm going to do that. I've been kind of researching parts. I think I'm just going to buy all the parts I've been researching later tonight. Obviously, by the time this video goes live, it'll be, probably all ordered. So this game's still pretty new, so I'll probably just put this stuff out and not make people wait like months to see it. Whoa, no, you're not getting me that easy. You gotta work for it. I wonder if there's anything else cool up here. I didn't even think it was going to let me up here. That looks like frickin' Pride Rock. Huh. There was something up here. A gold clover. Huh, wonder what the heck's going on in here. Ah, ruins. Probably not where I'm supposed to go, so I won't go down there right now. For all I know, those things are all like level 50 and they'll just kill me instantly. But I'll try to keep a memory of where that is for when I play this game for real. Oh, what's that? Oh, must just be part of the scenery. I thought you might be able to do something with it. Seems I was wrong. What the heck are you? Are you a squirrel? Yeah, it looks like a squirrel, but it's gone. But yeah, definitely doesn't look especially good on this big ass screen either. But like I've told a couple other people, I don't actually play games on this thing. I just figure some people might, so I test the game prowess of it out. That's pretty much that. But I kind of do want to replace it with something that could play games. Just in case there's a game I want to play in here when I'm winding down that's a little too much for my Ally or my Steam Deck or any of that stuff, you know? And I could get another console, but I don't really want to do that. I'd rather have another PC. Oh, who's that? Ah!
だってね。
僕たちには噴火は毎日のことだから。オーリーはここら辺に初めて来たの？
もちろんそうだよ。
First, hopefully last.
わざわざ調べに来るなんて、ここの土って何か変わってるの？
ああ、火山があるせいかな。俺の故郷の土とは違う粘り気のある土だ。それで二人はこんなところで何をしてるの？
私、火の巫女なんです。
巫女か。じゃあお前さんは魂の森人かい？腕っぷしはどれくらいなんだ？
バルはこう見えて村で一番の剣の腕なんですよ。
こう見えては余計だけどな。
褒めてるんだから気にしない。
仲がいいんだな。でもいいのか？マナの木へ行ったらお別れだぜ。
いいのかなんて変なこと聞くんだね。巫女は魂を捧げてマナの循環を守る。みんなの生活を守る何にも代え難いお役目だ。そして僕は魂の森人として巫女をマナの木に送り届けられることを誇りに思っているよ。
そうか。あんたたちはこの世界が好きなんだな。
もちろん精霊もいて大切な人たちが住んでいる世界だからね。
オーリンさんはそうじゃないの？
俺か？どうなんだろうな。でもあんたたちに会えてよかった。それにしてもおっかねえ火山だな。今日はここで一晩野宿した方がよくないか？
そうだね。分析も多いし、そうしようか。
Well, it seems it can at least do the 30 FPS limited cutscenes halfway decently. But then as soon as you get out of that, it goes into terrible mode. Anyway, though, I'd say that's probably good. It does not run very good on this system, so I'd say we should just go ahead and wrap this video on up. Alright guys, that's a wrap for Visions of Mana on this FIREBAT mini PC, and unfortunately, even this game is a little too much for this system, it seems. It needs more VRAM, and it should be able to use 8, but for whatever reason, something is preventing it from doing so, and we're still limited to 4. So, that's pretty lame. Although it's still better than what would have happened if we had it bone stock. So like I say often in my videos, if you're seeing this thing on Amazon, don't be enticed by the super cheap one unless you never want to play any kind of modern day games and you just want to do like maybe some old emulation or possibly just some really easy to run like 8-bit games or something like that from Steam. Other version I had before I upgraded it would probably be fine. But as you've seen, even this system with 32 gigs of RAM and 4 gigs of VRAM still can't cut the mustard in a lot of games like this. And it's not like this is the hardest game to run. At least it doesn't seem like it. Maybe I will get to my Asus G15 Advantage and I'm still not going to be able to get 60 FPS all the time. We'll see. But that thing should be able to do it. But hey, just because it should doesn't mean it will. So we'll have to wait and see. But that's about it for this particular video though. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. Until the next video, peace out, guys.